Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 13 of our World Tour at Shenzhen, and of course, unlucky for some 13, but I'm sure we're going to have a good time here. Now, since last episode, well, first of all, today, let's see what we're doing today first. We've got two home games against Jiangsu, Sunning, who of course you can see they're 15th in the league, and then the second Shanghai derby against top of the table Shanghai SIPG, and they are a superpower of not just Chinese football but Asian football as well, if you know anything. And I know a little bit because, you know, I'm from Australia, so then we're in that confederation. They are just we're going to struggle on that one. But let's have a look at what's happened since last episode, where we had a disgustingly bad episode where we lost to Shanghai Shenhua in the first Shanghai derby, and of course our fellow promotion team, Chongqing. Things picked up a little bit since then. We went and we played Shenzhen. This is of course the Chinese Super Cup 4th round. This is a team we played last year. You can see it was 2-0. We were better against better or weaker opposition, I should say. Gallo and Xiaopeng with the goals. You can see nothing too special there, but good, solid win. And if you saw goals of the month at the end of the last episode, you would have got a sneak preview of both that result. And this one, we played Delhi and Yifeng. 2-2, this one finished up. We were 2-0 down. We conceded 2 goals from corners again. We have spent a lot of time on training in corners, like almost a week solid of defending corners. So hopefully we fix that. You can see we're 2-0 down, but we came back really well. Weezy with a penalty, and then Zin with an 85th minute sort of shot from the corner of the box to give us a 2-2 draw. And this is a team, look, this team had Yannick Carrasco in it. Like, we just don't have these sorts of players. Who else was here? Gatang, Nicholas Gatang, who, of course, some of you may know, I think he was at Benfica. Argentinian international. We don't have these sorts of players, guys. We just don't. So to get a 2-2 draw there was just amazing. Then we had the Chinese FA Cup 5th round against Hebei China Fortune. And, I mean, this see out thing here, the first thing that jumps out, 2 red cards. That definitely helped. They got off to a great start. I mean, just again, look at this guy that we were playing against. He'd be in my Aston Villa team and my Aston Villa save. That is just phenomenal, the level of quality of play that they have. But against 9 men, we managed to sneak a win with Gallo and Hongwei getting the 2 goals. A penalty in from a corner, actually, so we didn't actually break them down, which is a little worrying, considering we were up against 9 men. Then we played them again in the league, and we beat them again. This time, let me just check my notes here. This was actually a pretty good win. Look at these match ratings. It was a really good performance. Gallo, again, on the score sheet with Jin Zhang. Of course, he'd only scored 2 goals in 65 career games when we bought him. I didn't realise that when I bought him, to be honest. But yeah, 2 goals, and again, you can see they had more of the attacking movements, perhaps, but we made ours count, and that is what matters. And Cuves really starting to shine through now, our Argentine right back as well. Then we went and we played Guangzhou Evergrande, and this was, as I just checked my notes again, this was actually, that's right, I remember this now, this was actually a really, really good performance. Again, look at some of these foreign players that they have here. Yeah, I mean, as much as we all love Gallo and Patrick, they're not that good, and we're going to have to try and get an upgrade on the next transfer window if we can. But yeah, so the 2 goals are basically an absolute worldie, and from a set piece, I think. Oh, no, it was on a counter-attack. That's right, it was a counter-attacking goal. Wei Yan got one back for us, made it get to 2-1. And you can see there, it was a good performance. We had more of the ball, we had more shots on goal. And to be honest, we were the better team. It was just, yeah, as I said, a worldie and a counter-attack that kind of cost us there. So, again, away from home, I wasn't too disappointed with that. So let's have a look at what all that means for the league table. And you can see, sort of lower mid-table, sitting there in 11th, 13 points. But I think the main thing we're going to look at here is the gap to the relegation zone. And it's a solid 8-point gap. Now, we play this team today. If we can, I mean, even a draw, we want to win. But even a draw just keeps that 8-point gap. And then once we sort of feel safe, we can start to look up the table a little bit more. But yeah, in Shanghai, they're going to be tough for the second game. Let's have a look at who we're sending out in the first game against Jiangsu, and this is it. You'll notice, I can't remember if I was playing this formation last time or not, if I was going to try it. I think I was going to try it. So this is how we've been playing recently. So it's Zhigang in goal, it's Wang Peng, Hu, and Xiaoxing as a back 3. Cuvis down the right, Zin down the left. Li Feng comes in to play as an anchorman, just sit in front of the back 4, try and protect us from counter-attacks and let the fullbacks go forward. Weezy and Ep.13 are going to try. I haven't tried these two in midfield like this before. Not his Ep.13's favourite position. He prefers to be further forward, but it's going to try it and see how it goes. Gallo and Wei Yan up top. We're going to try Wei Yan. I've been training them both as advanced forwards. We're going to try Wei Yan as a poacher. So there we go. We're just up against Alex Teixeira. That's fine. I'm sure he's not that good, is he? How good is he still? To be fair, we've played against better players. He's fading a little bit, but still obviously a very, very good player. And I should just quickly mention too, if you watched any of my other series, you know that I like to name the regenerated youth intake players after you guys. For example, Hugh Hong, we need to rename him, guys. So if you want to have a regen player named after you, just let me know in the comments, and we'll look to get that done for you as soon as possible. We're at home, so if maybe a passionate come on lad, show me what you can do. We'll try that. Then some calm, we have faith. You'll notice Patrick's not in the matchday squad again. Simple reason for that, we can only have so many foreign players. And he is even less comfortable playing in a deeper midfield role than what Ep.13 is. To be fair, Ep.13 is actually a better player at this point in time. So I've been still scouting for better players for the next transfer window. Here's a chance from a corner. Wheezy knocks it in. Can we get the end of that? It's Ep.13! Oh, it's not Ep.13. It's somebody. It's a Chinese name that I can't pronounce hurriedly. And are we going to get done? Counterattacks have been our real weakness, actually. A lot of our goals, or a lot of opposition chances have come on the back of counterattacks. So I have been scouting for foreign players to try and get these better players in for us. As I said last episode, I think I found at least one striker who will be an upgrade. And I think I found a midfielder as well who will be an upgrade on Patrick. The only thing I'm worried about is how far... Are we going to play in sort of a number 10, a player in behind a striker, or are we going to play sort of someone deeper with like we are Ep.13 in this game? So I'm still kind of deciding that in my head, how exactly I want to approach the rest of the season. Some of it I think will depend on how we're sitting in the table at the time. Another chance from a corner comes in. It looks going Gallo! Gallo! Now what's happened? Why hasn't it flashed up at the top? We're going to check. I'm going to check VAR. It does kind of take the zing out of a goal, doesn't it? I think it's been given. I don't see anything wrong with it, Gallo. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's been given. Has it been given? It's not offside. Or is it offside? Oh, it's offside. No, he can't be offside from a corner. He's behind the ball. He's behind the ball. It can't be offside. Yes, it has been given. All right, there we go. 1-0 up. Gallo on the score sheet. Now, I know some of you are gonna say, why are we getting rid of Gallo and not Wei Yan? First of all, because Wei Yan was he's our little project from Pasiba, is, to be honest, the main reason. But looking at it purely from sort of a realistic, like real life point of view, Wei Yan has a finishing of 16. Gallo doesn't have that. What Wei Yan doesn't have is the all-round game. That's where Gallo was so good for us last year, because he had that all-round game. I'm thinking, oh, what is that? What is that? I'm thinking if we have some better midfielders behind him, Wei Yan is a better finisher. I'm not going to have time to do it now. But Wei Yan's a better finisher, so I think that being the case, now what do we want to say here? Let's concentrate on this team talk. We haven't been great, if I'm honest. I'm going to say we haven't been great. I can't do it from this screen. I'll go to the other screen in a second and show you just exactly what I mean so you can see for yourselves. If we go into tactics here. So Wei Yan he's finishing a 16, off the ball 14. Like he's a good striker, but he's just a finisher, good acceleration as well. You can see there what he brings. His sort of key attributes are good. Gallo is a better all-round player. He's better in the air. He's a better dribbler. But other than that, I think Wei Yan is a better player and a better finisher. So I think if we have more creative players behind Wei Yan, he will score more goals. But without the creative players, I think Gallo scores more, and he's stronger in the air, and that's where he does. Wheezy is. Hopefully that's just a yellow. It's not even a yellow, just a kickoff highlight. Yeah, so that's why I'm leaning towards. Apart from the fact that Wei Yan's our little journeyman partner from Pasiba, because he came into our club as a 5-star player, and I want to see how good he can get. But yeah, so that's why essentially he's a better finisher. That's a heavy touch from Hong. Oh, Zigang has saved us. Concentrate, Hong. Concentrate. Here's Texera over a free kick. It's no one marking up the back post there. Oh, still no one marking up. They've missed it. We need to give this a concentrate here, boys. Come on. This isn't one yet. This would be a massive 3 points, of course, wouldn't it? What is going to come of this highlight? I'm wondering if we need to maybe drop off a little bit, but they're not really. Gets to the poor header. Wheezy pounces out to Gallo. Can he find someone in the box? He's gone over for Cuvas. We've got Wei Yan in the middle. Wei Yan, go find him. It's there as Wei Yan. Oh, he's missed it. Keeper saved it. Where's your 16 finishing there, Wei Yan? Where's your 16 finishing? He's not having a good game again. Oh, I don't know what to do about Wei Yan. Get creative here, boys. Come on. Li Feng's looking nervous. We might need to look about making some changes here. Wheezy is looking tired. I'm wondering, and we've got a left back on a booking. Bookings make me nervous. Fan is nervous. After all that, I think we're just going to leave it for now. Just give this a little bit more time. We're starting to play well. Wheezy is looking tired. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to put some fresh legs on in midfield. I think this guy can play as a deep-lying playmaker, which probably makes a little bit of sense here. And then the other thing we might look to do is maybe take Erpagen off for a more defensive-minded midfielder. I don't want to completely shut up shop here, though. Let's bring on some fresh legs at fullback or wing-back. We might just sit these guys back to defend as well. We'll leave that. We'll keep a sub up our sleeves for now. Just a few minutes to go here. We will start and shut this game down. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Regroup. Slow down the pace. I don't want to change anything here, though. I don't think just yet. We don't want to go full defensive because it just invites them on, invites pressure. Can we win this back high up the field? Oh, it's good pressure, but we can't do it. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, we're at the 89th minute. Don't go and concede now. This would be a massive 3 points. Not just because of who it's against, but just the fact that, 3 points is massive whenever we get it. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, he's not going to give a penalty. The keeper came out for it. And I don't know if he's pushed someone or Wei An has pushed someone. What's he even doing back there? He shouldn't even be back there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, we should have taken Wei An off. Come on, Zidane. Come on, Zidane. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Big save here. Go to keeper's left. Keeper's left. Keeper's left. Oh, he went the right way, but... Oh, that hurts. Okay, so we're going to undo everything we did now. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. We're going to counter press. We're going to try... not sort of completely go too aggressive and lose everything here. Let's try early crosses. We won't waste time. Might be a little bit more direct here as well. Oh, Wei An. Alex Teixeira with the second goal of the season for him. Come on, boys. Come on. This is it. Ah. Wei An is really frustrating me because there's a really good play. I mean, you've seen it. There's a good striker in there for this level, especially. 16 finishing is really, really, really good. That's sort of, I don't know off the top of my head, but that's sort of like Harry Kane will probably have finishing of around 16, 17. So it's legitimately a good finishing attribute. We didn't deserve to not win that game, but we missed chances, and that's what happens. Unlucky. I am going to be a little bit harsh on some players here, though. I'm going to say that I'm not happy with a few of them. But anyway, guys, I'll actually do this, and we will move on. Oh, that would have been a really big 3 points, 91st minute. At home as well. We're not playing well. We're not picking up points against the teams below us. We've beaten 2 of them. We've lost 2 and we've drawn 1. We're just not getting the points that we need to get against those teams around us. We're going to have a run of games now against teams higher up the table, and I worry that that's going to really hurt us. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the big Shanghai derby. This is going to be tough. Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist, reporting outside the Jiangsu Stadium here in Shanghai ahead of the big derby game between SIPG and Shenzhen. Now, there are rumours circulating here that striker Wei An has been left out of the matchday squad completely by manager Aussie Villain amid reports of a bust-up between the two. Now, such an incident would, of course, put question marks over Wei An's future at the club, but there is no further news on that as yet. Chaz Hogan, Shanghai. Okay, welcome back. It's time for the big Shanghai derby, and as you've just heard, the rumours are true. Well, they're partly true. Wei An has been dropped. There has not been a bust-up. I've had a word with him. I said, you need to perform better if you want to be in the first team. He understands, but he has been dropped. That is the breaking news ahead of this big derby, and this is the team that we are sending out. There are a few changes you may have seen as well. It's Zi Gang in goal, Wang Peng Hong, and Hiao Zhang, they continue as a defense. They've been doing not too badly. Kuvas is down the right. Now you'll notice Ma Q is down the left, and that is because Zin has injured himself, an ab muscle. I don't know what those are, but he's hurt one, and it's 2 to 5 weeks. So if we average it out 3-4 weeks, probably he's going to be gone for. Li Fang continues as the anchor man. Wheezy and Patrick comes in. We're going to give him a game. Don't get your hopes up, guys. He is almost certainly leaving in the mid-season transfer window. Will certainly be deregistered from the squad in any case. But we're going to give him a game here and see what he can do. Jin Zhang, of course, the 2 goals in 65 games guy. He comes in to play as a deep-line playmaker with Gallo up top. Now, the reason we've made those changes, especially up top, is I don't think the 2 up there playing just sort of as an advanced forwards or advanced forwards and poachers is working. I think we need someone to drop off a little bit. Neither of the other 2 have that ability. Now, if we look at this team, Bruma, who is just a wonderful, wonderful player. Let's have a quick look at him. He is, I mean, look at that pace and acceleration and dribbling. They have William Jose, who, if you haven't signed him, I signed him in my Manchester United save during the beta version. He's a very good player as well, deep lying forward. If you want to play one of those, not too bad. And Oscar as well, guys. Oscar as well. How bad could this be? And it's the derby. It's not like we're going to be made look foolish or anything, is it? Alright, so what do you say when that's what you're up against? And Patrick, this is our Brazilian. It's just a little drop off. Just a little drop off. So that, my friend, is why Patrick needs to go. Because he's just not good enough. He's just not good enough. Not when we're up against that. He was wonderful last year, don't get me wrong. But yeah, he's just not good enough for this division. What do we say? I know we're the underdogs. Let's give the fans a performance. I think that's all we can try and do, isn't it? Just go out there, give it your best, and if you get a chance, don't be like Wei Yan. Take it, please. Alright, here we go. It's a full house, it looks like, which is good. We don't fill out the stadium very often. Pretty much just the derbies. So if we can put on, if we can win, if we can put on a display even, keep it close, maybe some of these people will come back. Maybe we'll start to get a few more fans. Alright, it's to throw in our own half here. Now, the big loss that we lose with Zin down the left is that he's the only person in the squad that's considered a team leader, so we do lose a bit there. Now, here's a good chance for Cubas. Gets the ball in. Gallo headed away, though. Patrick for Wheezy. Wheezy does well to win that back. Oh, it's flying in. Tackles! Oh, I thought that was going in. Excellent effort from Wheezy, though, wasn't it? He's been scoring from there all season long as well. Yeah, I mean, the problem we have is, you've seen what we're up against here. What we're trying to do is we're just trying to counter-press them, win the ball back, don't give them a chance to settle on the ball, because if they settle on the ball, those guys are going to rip us to shreds. And to be honest, I'll probably do that anyway. We just don't have the sort of players to be able to cope against that quality. Because we don't have that quality. So like I say, I apologise if you are upset, but Patrick he's not. I think what I'm going to try and do, chance for the corner to go. Jinzhen! 2 in 65. He scored 3 for us, and that's his only second start, I think. We've taken the lead in the derby. This is amazing. Now, SIPG, they did lose 6-0 last time out. Now, it was against Shandong, who are very good. It was a cracking header from the corner, isn't it? Well done. Yeah, they did lose 6-0 last time out, so maybe they'll be a little bit fragile. You never know. Let's try and demand more here. Can we go again? I tell you what, SIPG have not laid a glove on us yet. I'm not sure why that is, if I'm honest. It can only be complacency on their part. But here we're in half-time. It was a boring half of football. Let's not pretend it wasn't. But here we are at half-time, 1-0 up in the derby. What do we say to that? I don't want to say they were excellent yet because it's only at half-time. I'm going to say don't get complacent. Don't get complacent, boys. You're 1-0 up now, but that could all change in a heartbeat because, well, we've seen what sort of players they have. Everything there looks fine. Tactics seems to be working. Yeah, so I guess we just try and go again here. See what they can do. We've done his Bruma, he's a really good dribbler. This makes me nervous. Not from the kickoff, boys. Let's last a little bit longer. Well done. So we've got some nervous looking players out there. Let's show some passion maybe. That's too much space. Oh, it was 20 seconds. I said don't get complacent, guys. And that looked a little bit like complacency. Should I have just said they were doing excellent? Oh, look at this. What's he doing? He's left his man. Who is that? You. There. No, not you. You. Mark Hugh has just left. He was on the man and he's left him. He's run away from him. Oh, that is such bad defending and so disappointing. Come on, boys. Let's get creative again. We scored once. We can score again. Yes, it was from a corner, but let's not worry about that. Hugh Hong is looking a little bit nervous. He's on a booking. That doesn't particularly bode well, does it? Oscar's injured. That's something. That's something. Apprehensive and nervous. Come on, boys. Let's... Do I just say no pressure, maybe? Why are we looking apprehensive and nervous? What did I don't get complacent. Maybe it wasn't the team talk in hindsight then. Go on, Mark Hughes. Stay with your man. Oh, looks patient. This looks like it's a good football movement, doesn't it? William Jose. Come on, win that. Can we win that back? Can we win that back? Go on, Patrick. Closing down, mate. Closing down. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's a decent ball forward, isn't it? This looks patient. This looks good. Can we get that away, please? Away. Oh, he can't miss. Oh, no. What have we done? What have we done? Do I say encourage, maybe? No pressure. Let's try calm down. We're nervous, we're apprehensive. We just need to calm down here, boys. We were doing so well in that first half, and they all look disinterested now. Alright, so we'll go attacking. We'll try and have a go at them. Oh, game of two halves, isn't it? I stuffed up the halftime team talk. Come on, boys. Let's get creative here. Let's get creative. We're going to have to go for this a little bit more now. We're going to take Wheezy off for Erpajan. Actually, we're going to make two subs, but that's not necessarily how that's going to work. We're going to put Patrick up there. We're going to switch Erpajan over here, and we're going to put this guy up here. We could... Oh, I've clicked on the name. We could easily find ourselves getting ripped to pieces here and going more goals down. But at times like these, we really have nothing to lose, do we? Yeah, we'll leave him as a deep lying forward. I don't hate that. Come on, boys. Go out there. I have faith. I have faith. The other thing we want to do here is we maybe want to go a little bit more direct. We want to... What else do we want to do here? Do we want to hit early crosses? I don't think we do. We don't necessarily want to work it into the box either, but we need to get stuck in now as well. We need to play a high line. And, yeah, let's just see what we can do here. This looks like trouble. This looks like trouble. Come on, boys. Can we get a tackle in here? Win it back. Get stuck in. It's a header across goal. And it's Bruma. It was going so well for the first half, and I wonder if I should have said you were being excellent, and then maybe that's what I should have done, and then individually told players they need to do better. But it looks as though we are going to go down in the derby. Come on, boys, encourage. Can we go and get a late consolation goal here? Make it look like it was close. It was actually close, to be fair, but this looks like it. 10 seconds to go. And I think in the end... It's just a better quality of player, isn't it? A defensive mistake. Here's a chance, though. Gallo, can he keep it in? He can't quite keep it in. Good effort, though. Good effort. Are we going to get a chance to take the corner? It looks like no, we aren't. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. I think it was the halftime team talk, wasn't it? I do think that probably didn't help. Now I'm going to say I'm unhappy, but yeah. I mean, we weren't expected to win that, but we had our moment, and I am full of regret over that team talk. Yeah, because I shouldn't have said don't get complacent, because it's not like we were playing well. We were winning, but we weren't particularly playing well. Anyway, guys, that is that. What's that done to the league table? We're almost halfway through the season. This season is flying by, isn't it? We're still 7 points up ahead of relegation, so it's not too bad, is it? I should say, too, that team we played in the first game, that's who we've got in the quarterfinal of the Chinese FA Cup. So we've got to be a chance of going to back-to-back semi-finals there. But that's all for tomorrow, actually, because if we have a look what is happening tomorrow, it is going to be Weian Zhao after the transfer window is open. So we may or may not have some signings to unveil tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly who will get in when. As I said, my last scouting report, it had 41 players on it. So that's... I'm scouting so many players. All the players are being scouted right now. And then we'll come back for the second leg also of that semi-final tomorrow. That quarter-final tomorrow. Fraudulent slip there. Well, hopefully we're not getting ahead of ourselves by thinking of a quarter semi-final. But yeah, so we'll find out tomorrow if we have any signings, if we're making the semi-finals for a second year in the FA Cup, and if we've got some tough games coming up here in between times, don't we? First, second, and sixth. And 7th. So yeah, some tough games in between. But that's all for tomorrow, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and of course, welcome. And please do leave your comments, guys. I love getting the feedback from you. So until tomorrow, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. There's no goals of the month because our goals have been scrappy, so there's not really worth showing. Hopefully, we'll have some nice ones for tomorrow, though. So until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.